Thanks for listening to our daily devotional. The lesson today is our God is a jealous God. Sometimes we sing a song, goes, Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above. What if we change that to our God is a jealous God? Hmm. Some people would think that that wasn't good, that God being jealous is something negative. But in fact, the Bible speaks about him being jealous many times. In our reading yesterday in Ezekiel, the 39th chapter, let me read verse 25 down through verse 28. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, Now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. After that they have borne their shame, all their trespasses, whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I have brought them again from the people, gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and have sanctified them in the sight of many nations, then they shall know that I am the Lord their God, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen, but I've gathered them unto their own land, and have none of them any more there. You look at that, and God plainly says he is jealous. Here, he's jealous for his name. In the book of Exodus, we find that his name is jealous. Well, what does that mean? Does it mean that he desires what we have? No. God, is such that he doesn't need anything from us, but he does want something for each one of us. The jealousy of God is such that he wants us to know that he is the Lord. Did you notice that in the reading there in verse 28? They'd been taken into captivity. The enemies were going to be defeated. They were going to be brought out. Why? They shall know that I am the Lord their God. You see, the jealousy of God, his zeal for us. As a matter of fact, it's translated as zeal in other passages. Back in Ezekiel, the 5th chapter, then shall my anger be accomplished. I will cause my fury to rest upon them. I will be comforted. They shall know the Lord has spoken in my zeal when I have accomplished my fury in them. There, the destruction of Jerusalem is talked about because of his zeal. Same word translated as the word we're looking at of jealousy. You see, God, he desires the best for us. So whenever we read in Ezekiel, Ezekiel is telling the people, here's what happened to you. You did this, and so God is punishing you. But ultimately, the nations that he has used to punish you, he's going to defeat them. And each of those is a demonstration of his jealousy. He is jealous that they, all the world, might know that he is God, not for his good, but for ours. You see, he desires that we be in heaven with him, so much so that he gave his only begotten Son. Sometimes, though, we look in the Bible and we see those things that come against us because we sin. The Hebrew writer says in Hebrews, the 12th chapter, that we're not to despise the chastening of the Lord. That's what was happening to Israel of old. And it's what happens to us whenever we read the Word and we find that hopefully our heart is pricked, that we have godly sorrow. We don't despise that because he desires that we be with him. You see, whom he loveth, he chasteneth. Why? Because he's jealous, not of us, but for us. Thanks for listening. And as you go through this day, you'll find that sometimes you get a little bit of a twang in your conscience because of a desire to do something wrong. Well, that's hopefully because you know the word and you know it's wrong. That's chastening of the Lord. Love God, keep his commandments, because he's jealous. He wants us to be with him. Thanks for listening, and you have a great day. Thank you again for joining us in this Bible study. We remind you, if you'd like to follow along in our daily Bible reading, the link below in the description of this video will give you the PDF so you can read right along with us. If you have any other questions or if you'd like information on a Bible study, contact us with the information provided on the screen before you.